Hello and welcome. Today we're joined by Navjeet Dariwal, who is the CEO of Iagon, along with Dr. Elad Harrison, his co-founder. My name is Alex Maza. I work on special projects at the Cardano Foundation, and today we're going to find out more about Iagon, their social impact, why they chose Cardano, the technology behind it, and more especially the Agora platform. Navjeet, take it away.
Hi, nice. Thanks for having us. It's a pleasure to be here and a pleasure to present at the Cardano Summit. Iagon aims to bridge the gap between decentralization and compliance. Iagon has one academia and two enterprise pilots. We have grants from Innovation Norway and incentives from SkatteFUNN. Both organizations are government funded. We were first actually conceptualized in 2013 due to concerns regarding data privacy and protection to patient data. Myself being from the healthcare industry, I realized there were many flaws in how data was stored and how compliance was bypassed. In 2017, we started brainstorming the idea more, and we approached industry experts in their respective fields, including Dr. Elad Harrison, who is with us today. He's a machine learning expert and AI expert. Dr. Rohit Gupta, whose thesis paper in 2015 relates directly to what we're doing today, decentralized compute and AI. Rohit is also a former director of technology for Expedia. We also have Dr. Claudia Lima, who is the former CTO of Huawei in East Asia. These academics and myself make up the co-founding team in Iagon. We currently have 18 staff members, and we're looking to expand to 25 members. As we are a European-based company, privacy and data protection have been the forefront of what we know as GDPR. As we know, there are many blockchain-based applications in relation to decentralized storage and compute. So you might wonder, why Iagon? Why not the other applications, right? As a European company, GDPR has become highly relevant to the core of our platform. This has also led us to develop data compliance in accordance to data compliance worldwide. This means user rights are incorporated in the fabric of our technology. So what does that mean, you ask? This means Iagon is much different, actually, from current decentralized storage and compute applications that are currently on the market. Iagon focuses on compliance, which is very much lacking within the space today. We focus on the ease of use and smart management of resources. So what does that further mean? What does ease of use mean today? Today, let's say if you're looking at it, a lot of blockchain projects put the back end specifically on the foreground. And that doesn't help with adoption, understanding, and also doesn't help with that regular Joe. You have to be a tech to understand how to interact with the platform. And this doesn't further came to adoption, and we want to make it simple and easy to use platform. So how do we work on the GDPR compliance, and how do we tie in the decentralization? So today, what decentralized storage platforms do, they shard the files, which we do as well. We encrypt, which other platforms do as well, and we spread it randomly across to resource providers. And that's what other platforms do too. What we do differently is we do the smart management of these resources. So instead of spreading the shards randomly or the tasks and compute tasks randomly, we allocate them according to the user's settings. So the end user needs are met accordingly. So we learn the behavior of resource providers in terms of performance, availability, trustability, location, and we can even learn the behavior in terms of if the resource provider is using renewable energy. Why does this matter? This matters because for the end user, if they want, let's say, to be GDPR compliant, we're only sending out those shards or those tasks to EU resource providers. Furthermore, if they want to be green, we're only allocating to these tasks and shards to data centers or resource providers that are using renewable energy. And this is the premises in terms of how we are different in terms of ease of use and being compliant in a smart way. In terms of ease of use, we can't highlight that more. We wouldn't want to take away from the centralized solutions like, for example, Google Drive, Dropbox, that have a simple interface that's easy to use and understandable. We don't want to take away from that. We just want to add to those applications and make them more decentralized and give the users their rights back in terms of data storage. We take it a step further even. So now we're working with a pilot customer to track the compliance of each file in a live setting. So we are able to understand, or not prevent, but understand the transparency of that specific file. So if, let's say if you're a B2C customer, let's say if you're sharing your health record to insurance company, you're able to track the rights of that specific file. You can share your passport to an insurance company, and if you can set the settings in terms of, let's say deletion time, let's say no downloads, no sharing to third parties. But if the insurance company does that, you get an alert in your system giving you more transparency on your information and how your data is being handled. That also helps with businesses' internal system to help them be more compliant with regulatory offices. So this is how we're bridging that gap. Also, now we're pleased to announce the new ecosystem here at Cardano Summit called Agora. The name Agora comes from public space in ancient Greece, which is the birthplace of democracy. This aligns very well with the ethos of Cardano and the strength of the Cardano community. And I'll hand it over to Elad, our co-founder, to explain more.
Thank you very much. So the idea of introducing Agora, of which we are very excited to bring to the community, has actually emerged when we thought about sharing publicly different files and knowledge and sources of information by everyone. So the Agora actually brings a platform which enables everyone to upload his or her files, to share it with the community, to have it as a sort of a resource for knowledge, for learning, and for discussion. With Agora, we are able to upload the files, we can comment on files, and we can even organize the files as every user of the platform has these rights. So for example, a user can open a new file where land registry can be uploaded in the case of government users, for instance, in order to validate and to assure the rights, in particular in developing countries where these matters are quite administrative or maybe under some doubt. Another use can be, for instance, the verification of professional skills. So think that unfortunately in our world we have huge displacement of refugees due to disasters, catastrophes, and wars. And doctors or engineers are being displaced without their certificates, without their diplomas, and have to work in underqualified professions. And as a result, by uploading their certificates to the Agora, if any situation emerges or on a regular basis, they can provide a proof of their skills and start their life with high quality, which adheres to their qualifications everywhere worldwide. So these are two applications which we see, and of course we see other applications. For instance, journalists can upload materials in regimes where the regulation or a tyranny may prevail. Other situations may be situations where people would like to share ideas with the community and so on and so forth. Now, in order to prevent the situation where people upload illegal or questionable materials and contents, the Agora has a mechanism in which members of the community that are certified for that, so they are active and so on and so forth, are able to vet and to vote the legitimacy of contents, whether they are illegal, they may facilitate hatred or any other type of questionable contents as such. Additionally, we have a report mechanism which incorporates artificial intelligence in order to learn the voting behavior or the indication behavior of legitimate versus illegitimate materials. So we would like to remove or to question only illegitimate materials, and therefore this mechanism tracks the behavior of reporting and therefore prevents an integrated attack of users, a coordinated attack on some files or some contents which are actually legitimate. And this is done by the development of the AI algorithm, as I mentioned. So in general, the Agora platform is a platform that facilitates open discussion, it facilitates liberalism and democracy worldwide, and it facilitates also the quality of life for many people that have to share, have to certify their information.
Thank you for sharing both these insights.
So here's the Agora system in terms of what use case it can provide, specifically with the NFT marketplaces. So what we can do specifically is upload a file and you can mint it as an NFT, and you can have it also as a certified NFT, meaning that we're not pushing KYC, but it's an optional KYC. So if an artist wants the community to know that he's verified and that he or she is verified, they can go through a KYC process and become verified, and everything coming out of that folder would help the community engage that artist in a more unique manner as well, and understand that data that's coming from that specific folder is from that specific artist. That way also it eliminates any copyright issues, also eliminates any copycats as well. And this is kind of an example that we're going to be showcasing in the NFT marketplace, which is also going to be free to use. So you can mint NFTs. Obviously, you have to pay the contractual price for that NFT, but you can mint them and also sell them on the platform. And you can also, Iagon takes no commission as long as the user is a verified user and is staking on the platform. Iagon tokens, he's free to use the platform, and in terms of no commissions involved.
Fantastic. And one of these topics in Cardano has been NFTs for quite a while, and it's heated up quite a bit recently. But what you're doing is really going beyond just artistic value, but really providing real-world use cases. Could you share a little bit more why Iagon chose Cardano as a platform to expand on?
Sure, I can highlight high level, and then I can also hand it over to Alad. So one of the biggest reasons we went for Cardano is there's a few, let's say, similar attributes that Cardano has with Iagon. One is it's academia driven. We are focusing, Rohit's, for example, thesis work is back in 2005, which relates exactly to what we're doing today. So a lot of our base work is work on research papers and going through the steps to make sure that the platform is secure before releasing it prematurely. The other thing is that Iagon wanted to focus on full decentralization to every aspect, meaning storage, compute, and also the AI. So every aspect is decentralized, and we know that Cardano is one of the most decentralized blockchains out there. So this is also another similarity. We were actually exploring Cardano back in last year because they weren't ready yet. We weren't fully comfortable accepting them, but this year they have done very well on the progress, and there's a lot of other attributes that we have. Iagon wanted to be on Cardano because of other certain things, for example, transactional speed, transactional costs, interoperability. And those are other reasons that we wanted to be on Cardano as well. And also, we understand that Cardano is very community driven. Maybe Alad can highlight why Cardano as well.
Yes, I would like to add to Navjeet's points the fact that Cardano enables Iagon the scalability that we needed. With Cardano, we felt that we can grow. With Cardano, we felt that actually we are able to develop a stable platform for users, a platform that is not going to be limited by the growth of the number of files, by the complexity of the files or the need to shard them, and by the number of users. So with Cardano, it seems as a platform that can provide us the pipeline that we so much needed in terms of scalability, in terms of interoperability, in terms of accessibility to a large user base. We find the Cardano a platform, but also the community, very innovative, very much involved, and that creates a wonderful user basis that can provide us feedback, new ideas, innovative directions that we would like to involve. And on the top of that, I would like to mention the wonderful collaboration with the Cardano Foundation. We found them amazing in terms of the exchange of knowledge, in terms of, I would say, embracing Iagon as a provider of a cloud storage, decentralized storage, and decentralized use of resources that we actually offer.
Thank you for sharing all of that, and welcome to the Cardano family. We're happy to have you. And maybe a question I'd like to ask a bit about the community is you run a decentralized cloud system. How exactly can community members interact with this?
So there's plenty of ways we can interact. So right now, you have to remember that the storage solution is live, so you're able to use and interact with it as we speak and give us feedback on what issues or any problems that you're facing. Also, the Agora system is very going to be proactive and community-driven, community-governed. So it's definitely would require a lot of participation from the Cardano community in that aspect. So we will be releasing that information, and we will have a landing page for Agora, and you guys can sign up and understand when that's ready and participate and be one of the early testers.
Fantastic. And do you have any closing words with the community about a way forward or plans for the future?
We're excited to partner with Cardano Foundation. We appreciate the amazing support that we continue to receive, and we encourage you guys to follow us on Twitter at Iagon Official. There you'll find a link to our website and the sign up for early access to Agora.
Wonderful. Navjit, Elad, thank you so much for sharing your time and insights with us. And yeah, thanks again.
Thank you.